Museum in Long Island City for the third of an annual series of charrettes that Design in 5, a group of the Architectural League, puts on each year.
We're Design in 5. We're a small group of the Architectural League of New York. And essentially we're a group that offers unique opportunities and events for people that are about roughly 5 years or less out of school. It's catering to a younger demographic out there, and it's multidisciplinary. So you can be a fashion designer, you can be a graphic designer, architect, urban planner, whatnot, and come to our events and meet people and have a great time. We have events that can be office visits, they can be project visits, they can be walking tours. Our large event is called Sketch120. It's a sketch problem. It's just you have 120 minutes to work on this idea. And you engage with a professional jury on a very informal level, and you have a conversation.
The charrettes, this is our third. The first one we did was on the subject of scaffolding, and the second was on the problem of trash in cities. And this one is called ... ism, which is asking people to think about what's the next design ism, and then to apply that to the design of a chair.
You're at this intellectual high, right, when you're graduating, right? You're constantly being bombarded with so much great information, lectures, events, all that. Then you go and you work for a while, and it's so easy to sort of deteriorate in a way. Well, we should fill this void in the city. We have all these designers out there that are kind of cooped up in their little bubbles, right? So why don't we find a way that we can all get together?
And the idea of the ism is that there's multiple scales to it, and we were designing a chair, but I think our conversation led to some parameters about flexibility of use and adaptability.
What type of problems, architectural problems, do we have to solve with a chair? There's some pretty basic ones. And then once we do that, then where can we begin to play, or where can we begin to sort of take on other issues?
And a profession that's engaged in making the world, we also need to understand the interdependencies, that we rely on in terms of what we do. And so I really appreciated that kind of first series of diagrams that kind of recognized, all of the steps that in fact go into now the production of things.
We feel like a lot of times this green idea is almost an aesthetic as well as, what it's made out of. So we were thinking why not, why does it have to look super modern and streamlined?
Sure. This is kind of, a huge direction in cutting-edge interior design, and then the issues of aesthetics, you can then call those into question.
It's almost like there are two types of problems. There are the global problems, and then there's the problems in your apartment or something, or your own lives. Very local, very personal problems.
What that one really did really well, and I thought why it was so engaging, is that it doesn't really focus on the idea of a chair as an object as much as it is perhaps a process.
Everybody who took it on and came here to do it, just expanded the discussion of this, of design through this vehicle of the chair. That's very well done.
Absolutely. The League originally started as young designers getting together to do sketch problems, and it was seen as something beyond the profession itself, and not in a specific academy, but to get together and to exchange ideas, and we're hoping to keep that going.